What's up, sports bettors? Alex here, and I'm going to be taking you through my favorite mathematically profitable bet for the NBA playoffs today. It's in the Bucks-Bulls game. I'm going with DeRozan under 0.5 threes plus 126 on FanDuel. So if we click into this market and then we go down to DeMar DeRozan, you can see there's pretty tight market width, only 33 cents in width on Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, and we're getting plus 126, which just looking around at the odds is insane value. No sports bettor wins every time, right? So everything is about finding value in the odds. If you go 50 and 50 and you're placing bets at minus 105 odds, you just lost a ton of money. If you go 50 and 50 and you're placing bets at plus 105 odds, you just made a lot of money. So you always want to be getting the best possible number, and plus 126 on FanDuel is a positive EV, mathematically profitable bet. You can see Caesars only giving you plus 115, DraftKings plus 110, and Pinnacle's been hammered all the way down to minus 102. So we're getting plus 126 on FanDuel. The best odds on OddsJam are always highlighted in green. So we're going to go here, and then we're going to go to player threes, and we're going to lock this bet in. DeRozan under 0.5 made threes. This guy never takes a three. He's elite, but he doesn't make threes. FanDuel is going to say, yo, you've made too much money off us. We're not giving you 250. We'll give you 190.5. And I'll say, okay, fair, and I'll hit it. 190.5, DeRozan under 0.5 threes. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this bet to my bet tracker, right? I'm going to add this bet to my bet tracker. Why add a bet to your bet tracker? Well, first of all, you want to know your profit and loss as a sports bettor. You want to know where you're making money, where you're losing money. First of all, you want to know your ROI. But second of all, you need to know this number. You need to know how often you are beating the closing line as a sports bettor. If you are beating the closing line less than 50% of the time, you are not going to make money. So what's really cool about the OddsJam bet tracker is, aside from grading your bets as wins and losses, it will tell you when you beat the closing line and when you did not beat the closing line, right? So you can see all of these bets in here, and you can see green indicates I got better odds than the closing line, right? So you want to see more green than red in your bet tracker. So I try to go through every night and make sure I'm consistently beating the closing line, because I know that's all that matters in the long run in terms of making money, right? Beating the closing line. So we locked in that bet, DeRozan under 0.5 made threes plus 126, a 6.45% profit margin. The return to the stock market's freaking 8% a year. This game starts in like 5 hours. We're earning the return of the stock market basically in one bet that's going to settle in 5 hours. That's the power of positive EV sports betting and why you can make a lot of money with OddsJam. So again, the market on Pinnacle right here was minus 102, minus 131. So the way that every sportsbook makes money, right, is they charge the VIG, right? So Pinnacle had minus 131 on DeRozan over 0.5 made threes, minus 102 on DeRozan under 0.5 made threes. So once we remove the VIG, remove the juice, which is how all sportsbooks make money, we get that the fair line for the under is plus 112.31. That is the fair, true odds, no VIG odds for DeRozan under 0.5 made threes, right? And we got plus 126, which is much better than the true odds. So we're making money right here, right? So basically, right, every sportsbook has some model that spits out the probability of an event happening. No one knows the future in sports betting. So Pinnacle, the model at the sharpest sportsbook in the world, is saying DeRozan is 47.1% to have under 0.5 made threes, 52.9% to have over 0.5 made threes, which implies true odds of plus 112.31, and then Pinnacle bakes in their profit margin, which is the VIG, right? Which is what you see right here. So even though they believe, that DeRozan under 0.5 made threes should be priced plus 112.31, they only give you minus 102 odds because they're baking in their profit margin. They're adding in the VIG, right? Which is how all sportsbooks make money. They don't charge you a fee for placing a bet. So that's the first bet we're going to lock in. We'll see if anything else sticks out. You can see some of these player blocks have very high market width, so maybe we want to avoid them. Here we can see only 30 cents in market width on Vukovic over 9.5 rebounds. So maybe that's a second bet we want to lock in for this game. The more bets we place, you're essentially forming your own little hedge fund of mathematically profitable bets, right? That all have a profit margin. So we can go here and we want to go to Vukovic and then over 9.5 rebounds. And it looks like it already moved down a bit to plus 106. So maybe we'll pass it up. Anyways, hopefully you're able to tail DeRozan under 0.5 made threes. Enjoy the games. Let's make some money.